Hi everyone, this is Diane at the Picket Fence Greenhouse and Gardens. As you see in front of me, we have a lot of green. These are the herbs that I started back in December of 2010. I wanted to start some indoors just for our personal use because I thought it'd be fun to see how well they do indoors, and I tell you, they're doing just wonderfully. Today we're going to harvest them, and we're going to cut some back because they actually really will benefit from cutting them back. We have some cinnamon basil and oregano, lime basil, and some thyme. And I'm going to bring you in close to let you see how they're doing. Today's February 23rd, 2011. So as you can see, they got some growth. A few of these I've already taken off of, and I just let them air dry in our home right now in the wintertime. That works pretty good. As it gets more humid and wet outside, they're not going to do their drying like that. So you might have to use a dehydrator. Okay. So let's get started. I'll bring you in close and let you see how really well these have done indoors, just under fluorescent lights. Okay, I have my tray here and I have my scissors, and I'm just going to give you a close-up first of all the herbs that are doing well inside. Right here is the Perennial Oregano. This one is really easy to grow from seed, and look how full it is. I actually put several plants in each pot. If I wanted to, I could divide this, and it would not be hard to do. The next thing is thyme. Thyme's a little more delicate. It needs a little time to fill in, but once it does, it really takes off, and it's doing pretty well for the most part. I'm going to take and trim them down today, and they're going to come in much better. Alright, the next one is we have some lime basil. This basil is a little smaller leaf. Oh, it smells really nice. Smaller leaf than the cinnamon basil. The leaves always are they grow a little bigger indoors with my lights I'm using. The leaves are always a little bigger than what they would be growing outdoors. So that's a really nice one, but it needs trim so it comes in a little fuller. Okay. And we got the big guys. Let's see if we can get a good picture of this one. From the bottom to the top, as you can see, the cinnamon basil has done pretty well. Look at the leaf size. And again, that's because of the lighting. Outside they might not get quite as big, but still, I'm going to have really some nice leaves to use as for when I cook. I mean, you can use them fresh or dried. You know, it's whatever you want to do. And as you can see, it needs cut down a little bit. That way, you know, it comes in a little fuller. So let's get started on doing some trimming. I'm going to do some harvesting today. Alright. So some of these here, as you can see, I want them to come in like this. Look how nice and full that one is. This one I will not have to trim today. But see how this one here, nice and leggy right here. I'm gonna be trimming these sections off, and just trim right above where the other leaves are coming out. Just take a little cut off of there, just like so, and then look at how nice that looks. Okay, I'm gonna take this little piece off too, and now we got a nice little mounded looking lime basil. I'm gonna be doing that to all of them. So I won't take you through them all. So I'm going to go to the next one. And we are going to be doing, this is the cinnamon basil. And it needs to get fuller. Okay, so I'm going to be trimming them off. I'm going to take it way down to here. And these are going to be used for cooking, so it's not going to get wasted. Now we got one here that's barely doing anything. I don't know if this one will make it, but let's see how that works out. I'm going to come over here to one of the bigger cinnamon basils. I really hate to cut them off, but you know, they really need it. They need to be rejuvenated, so I'm going to bring this one down, way down. Let's see if you can see that okay, where I'm cutting them. Yep, just like so. And these bigger leaves, See, I cut them, those two came out after I cut that center one right there. So I might leave these for right now. And those other ones will come in a little fuller. Kind of debating on what to do there. They're nice and big. I think I'll leave them for now. They look fine. So there's the cinnamon basil. I'll have more to cut, but I'm just going to show you a few things today. And then we got the oregano. Now this is a perennial in our area. And I'm just going to basically take and trim a little bit off the top, pull it up and just trim them up. And you know, these are going to come in really nice and full after I do this. And it's really good for the plant. That looks pretty good. Let's see how much more I can trim a little here. But there's the perennial oregano. Got that one done, looks good. And the last thing will be the thyme. You don't have to be too serious about where you cut these. Just take and nip them off. I mean, they're going to fill in real nice. I'm just going to take and do a nice sharp cut there. And they got a little leggy, so this won't hurt them at all. So I'm going to go ahead and finish, and then I'm going to show you at the end how much I got off of all of them and show you what the plants look like after they're done. Okay? One thing I forgot to mention is when you cut your herbs, go ahead and make sure you wash them good. Pat them dry with a paper towel to get the excess water off of them quickly. And just make sure you do that. And I got a question on if anybody can answer this. Do you guys keep the stem of the herbs, or do you just pull the leaves off? It's just something I'm interested in. I don't know if it'd benefit at all. I mean, I don't think it would hurt, but I think they'll dry faster if I pull the leaves off. So let me know. Okay, I got them all trimmed back, and as you can see, they look nice and mounded shaped. This is the lime basil, the oregano, which looks really nice and full. The thyme, I really took that one down. We got the cinnamon basil. This one here is almost to nothing, but that's okay. You know, this is all for personal, you know, use indoors. And these guys are going to come back 100% better by giving them a little cut. And I'm going to show you, here's what I got. There's my cinnamon basil. Got quite a bit of those. We have my oregano here. And the lime basil right there. And thyme, not very much, but that's okay. I don't use a lot of thyme, so that'll be fine. What you do now is you can pull these leaves off the stems and let them dry. Room temperature, or whatever way you dry your herbs. You can put them in dehydrator, but it takes them a long time to dry that way, and it sure runs the electricity bill. So if you got to dry, if it's dry in your area right now, they'll probably just air dry. So you can try that. Alright, so there is harvesting my herbs. That was a lot of fun. I really am enjoying the herbs indoors, and I'm glad I got them started. I do have some lemon basil started from little bitty seeds coming up. They're just coming up, so those are really going to be wonderful too. So, well, this is Diane at the Picket Fence Greenhouse and Gardens. Visit my gardening blog when you get a chance at picketfencegreenhouse.info. And we'll see you on the next video. I have lots and lots of videos coming. A lot of them I'm way behind on putting them online, but I will get to it. Enjoy them. If you love what you see, subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments or any suggestions or tips, place them below the video. I'd really appreciate it. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.